You're listening to Experience the Edge with Sybil, and I am so excited to have Tafreed. He is the founder of Zay Sheen, which is a sustainable fashion brand. Tafreed, how are you today?
First of all, thank you so much, Sybil, for inviting me here on the show. I am doing great. Kind of nervous because it is my first time. I'm a podcast host,
Right.
but it's been the first time I am on somebody else's show, so
On
I'm
the
kind of
other
nervous.
side. You're on the other side of the questions. I know.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. Right.
That's okay though. It's gonna be really easy. It's just like what we did, but in reverse.
I hope so.
So, really softball questions. We're gonna start out with one of the things that I like to invite my audience into in this segment is how to build a well-dressed brand because I know you know this, right? There's a lot of fast fashion happening. And I think a lot of times people just need awareness that organizations and companies like yours exist. So, high level, tell our audience why you started your brand and how long you've been in business.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so I started Zay Sheen because I wanted to create clothing like that looks elegant but also feels right, ethically made, responsibly sourced, and designed to last. Not something that gonna buy today, wash it twice, and then you
Totally.
have to throw it out. You
Right.
know, because it's such a big issue right now. Um, with the sustainability and also with the ethical processes, you
Yeah.
know, that we are exploiting, we're, going to the limits of the earth where we're living, and also we're pushing the limits of the people, which is not good. And so my journey into sustainable fashion began when I realized how disconnected most of us are from what we wear, you know, because I remember even myself, I'm not gonna go back in time, but just a few years back, whenever I wear clothes, there's always a story behind it because I kept those clothes for the long time. And I can tell to somebody or somebody asks me, "Oh, that looks nice." I can tell them, "Hey, I wore this clothes to go there and that. I got this from my grandma or somebody gifted me." There's a story behind it.
Yes.
But if you're keep buying continuously more clothes, then there's no story, no connectivity with the clothes. It's just something that you're putting on your body, and that's toxic too. That's another thing. All the chemicals that you're putting on your body. So, that's what it is. And so I wanted to change that and show that, you can be stylish, being ethical, and environmentally responsible all at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. That is one of those journeys that I've been on and off since I started hearing just how harmful fashion is on the environment. And I'm like, I love to look good, but I couldn't bring myself to shop fast fashion for
Hmm.
many reasons, but one of the reasons that you just touched upon is the ethical treatment of their workers. And I wanna hear from you as somebody who's in the industry, like, what does this treatment look like? What have you seen, and what do people really need to understand about this wear one day, toss away garment that they are shopping?
So that's such an important question. The reality is that in fast fashion, most workers are underpaid, overworked, and often working in unsafe conditions. And, so many factories operate without proper labor rights or safety standards, and people are treated as disposable, just like the clothes they make. Just explain me how you can treat a human being that way. Just think about yourself. If Sybil, you or myself, actually myself, I've been in that situation, so I can understand that. So just put yourself in that and think about that you are working starting from 7 a.m. in the morning, and you know that you would have to work 11 p.m. There's only 1 hour break in the whole day, and you just continuously working on it.
Wow.
And you have a kid, if you're a woman, um, they don't care. I mean, you just have to come in and do your shift. If you are not going to do your job, you are easily replaceable. They're going to exploit somebody else,
Right. Right.
you know? And what people need to understand is that every cheap piece of clothing has a hidden cost.
Good.
And that cost is usually paid by someone else's well-being. As I just said that, of yourself. It could be you. It was me. And there's ton of others who are actually doing it. And because I'm also searching more in this industry, it's not just limited to the third world countries. Like I'm from Pakistan.
Right.
They are big garment exporters. Also India, Bangladesh. Also, there are factories in Africa because I had in webisodes with one of some of the founders. Of course, they're sustainable, and I wanted to promote it how
Right.
they're actually doing the things. So it's been everywhere, even in the US, if I be
Yeah.
honest. So,
Oh, yes.
the exploitation of the workers, especially models in the fashion industry, the fashion week just has passed last month,
Yeah.
and I've been hearing the stories. Because I'm with some of the close friends who are working in the industry, and they were telling me that, what it's going on.
They don't pay
So
the models. They don't pay their
they don't.
models.
They don't.
Yeah. Or they
They
charge the models to show up, which
Yes,
is even
exactly.
worse.
So what the modeling um companies do is they're like, "Oh, we are giving you a chance to
Yes.
show up, and you can find opportunities later in the year, or we can put you in a magazine or on a website." And that's one thing. And the other thing is they actually charge from the models to be featured in that. That's another thing. So whatever the company's doing the publicity, all the, marketing stuff, they don't have to pay anything. No royalties, no, I mean, royalties is the next thing, but not even not even the basic pay that the model should deserve,
Correct.
you know.
Correct.
So, but when we choose ethically made clothing, we're not just buying fabric. We're
Yeah.
supporting fair wages, dignity, and respect for the people behind every stitch.
Yes.
Can you explain me the math that you're going to a store in the US, what we're gonna talk about here, and you see a shirt for $2. Okay, if it's thrifted, that's another case because of course, there are thrift stores. But if you're going to buying a new clothes, you see a $2, $5, even $10 t-shirt.
Yeah.
If you know how to stitch clothes, you will know how much work you have to put in to make that.
Yes.
How many hours or minutes, even if you're a professional, it's gonna take you time to make that.
Yeah.
So it's just common sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. And one of the things that I tell people all the time is if we don't see it, then we can pretend that it does not exist. And one of the things that I really struggled with, especially as I continue to work more in the fashion industry, is the same people who made the clothes and they're now being sent over to America or what have you. We wear them one day and then they're back in their landfills. So they're literally absorbing everything they created on behalf of us and it's in their backyards, not in ours. It's getting shipped right back where it came
Right.
from, and it's yeah,
Sybil, one thing. As you mentioned, people say if we can see that, it's not happening,
yeah,
right?
right.
Even though the next point that you said, which is valid, that you said that, it's in our backyard or something like that, we can physically see in front of us, right?
Yes.
But there's a twist. A
Okay.
lot of people does not think about it, but it's true. The global warming.
Yeah.
Why there are so many floods? Why the mountains in Antarctica are, melting down? why we're keep getting the storms, why we're keep getting, all the environmental disasters. Why is that?
Yeah.
It's because of this.
Yeah.
Of course, we are, I don't know, should I say gladly or sadly, we're the second number, not the first, but still it's a huge impact,
Yes.
with the all the polyester stuff that we make, with the clothing, with the gym stuff, and there are tons of things, and then we just throw out to the landfills.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a reaction of every action,
Yes.
and that's what we get.
Yeah.
We can see that actually even in the US. We can see
Yes.
all the disasters.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And for my people who do not believe global warming and climate change exists, there are still people who do not believe they exist. What's your message to them? Because I think we can't win people over with, knocking them upside the head, but like what can they visibly see that says this is a problem? Go learn something else. Go learn a new way of thinking about this thing. What can they see?
So I would say just look around. The evidence is everywhere, as you can see, as I just said that, you know, rising temperatures, unpredictable weather, floods, wildfires, melting glaciers. These aren't the random events, they're the
Yeah.
signals. Again, I'm
Yeah.
saying this. You don't need to be scientists to see that something is wrong,
Right.
right? You,
Right.
you don't have to be science. I failed science. I failed miserably. And let me tell you the story. I went to the science for the test back in Pakistan.
Yeah.
They gave me I'm telling you, just to give you an example, you don't have to be a scientist. I'm just explaining you the simplest way that I can. Because
Yeah.
if I can understand that, you can too. At least you're better than me. Um, they gave me they gave me the paper, they
Yeah.
gave me the question sheet and the answer sheet, and they asked us not to write the questions onto the answer sheet.
Mhm.
You know what I did?
You wrote the
That was
questions from the so
5 hours. 5 hours. I just wrote the questions from the question sheets to the answer
the
sheet,
answer sheet.
and no answers.
Wow.
I I I never knew that I'm gonna be telling this story out, but I'm just saying this. So at least I did that. Maybe you are better than me. Maybe you can understand that what it is. You don't have to be a scientist.
You
You
do
don't have
not.
you actually okay. Let me do something else. Give me a second. You don't
Okay.
have to be a hair like this to be a scientist. You know, so you don't have to be. It's just a simple thing. Okay, let me just put this back. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think I'm overreacting. But anyways, so that's the thing. So my message is simple. Stay curious
Yeah.
and pay attention.
Yeah.
Once you start it's connecting the dots between how we live, what we consume, and what's happening to the planet, it becomes impossible to ignore.
That's so good. I'm
It's it's
curious.
it's it's all about, as I said, it's a common sense.
Yes.
And the awareness is a first step towards the change. And I'm very glad that you are doing it. You actually started before me, and that's what I'm doing it too with the webisodes, with ZAY SHEEN webisodes. It's all, and I'm very glad that I'm sorry, Sybil, I cut you off.
No, please
Just
go for it.
don't forget that what you were about to ask me, okay?
Okay.
Because that's what I do. If somebody cuts me off, I just say, okay, start with a new topic. So that's the thing, to build the awareness, and I'm very glad that we helped people to know what is right.
Yeah.
Sometimes they they of course they want to do something, and of course it's a common sense, but they never heard of that thing to think about that thing.
Right.
So that what we did. So we reach out to the people, of course, with the social media, with the help of social media, and people know about what it's going on and what are the steps that they would have to pay to have to make to be more cautious
Yeah,
with their choices.
that's amazing.
Thank you.
And so important for all of the platforms that I am building, right? I think education first platforms
Hmm.
are so important because you can't get the sorry chat GPT, you can't get the story off of chat GPT. Um, it's going to tell you what it's been fed, which may or may not be accurate.
Hmm.
But I wanted to go back and ask you, you said you lived through it. Were you in one of the factories? Were you sewing and seeing, or were you a supervisor? What was your role there as you were watching it happen?
So I wish I was sewing, but
Oh,
I was not.
okay.
Um, but that's something is in on my bucket list. I want to learn about sewing. My mother,
Okay.
she's a professional sewer, and she knows how to do the clothes. And she actually, back in the country, she was actually do that for the family to bring in the money and feed the kids and all that. She did that for the
Right.
work. So what I was doing, I was not in this industry, the fashion particular, or in the fashion factory, but I was working in construction. And of course, construction everywhere is hard.
Yes.
Not no doubt. I'm not saying that I was doing the hardest job, but it's hard everywhere. But the amount of work with no safety measurements, I remember since the day one till the end of the work, how many years I did, I remember my hands were wounded. My hands were cut because we don't have gloves to wear. We don't have the things to do. And, all like that. And I actually go to work 5 a.m. in the morning and come back home midnight, 12, and then go back again.
Do it
Sometimes I just
again.
sleep at the work. And I was 11 years old at that time.
My gosh.
I started working when I was 11 just to support my family because the wages that they're paying are not livable.
Right.
It's not even a minimum.
Right.
So your family would have to work, all of them.
Right.
So that's a reality. So we should, I'm in that boat too, or people who are living in these countries should be grateful for it.
Yes.
We have all the rights. We have a clean place to live. Of course, there are a ton of other things that could be better,
Yeah.
no doubt. But the basic things that we're getting here, it's so good.
Yeah.
If you look
Wow.
from the other side of the book,
Yeah. 11 in unsafe working conditions without any safety equipment.
and I didn't know that
Of
it's
course.
unsafe because that was normal.
Right.
So I thought that's the way
That's
it's
just what you
supposed to
do.
be,
Right.
you know.
My
So,
goodness.
right. So that's how it is. And, we all know about the tragedy about the Rana Plaza. We all know about, Sybil, one more thing.
Yeah.
I talk about sustainability all the time.
Yes.
You know, people talk about sustainability all the time. What is sustainability? Sustainability is that, in the simple words, you just have to be, um, do something sustainable so you don't harm anything, especially we're talking about this in the sense of the earth, right? The planet
Right.
where we're living at.
Right.
But for myself, what I think, both are on the same level, but I'll put the ethical practices on the top of sustainability
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
I think, no, not think, but I believe humans should have their rights. Humans, it doesn't matter whatever their genders are, whatever their country from, whoever they are, if they are human beings, they deserve to live, they deserve to have the rights to live as a human being. They should not be treated as like a cheap garment, as I just said before.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I think that's one of the reasons why I do this work is not just because it's sustainable for the earth, but it's sustainable for the people who are producing the things, and it's ethical business practices. And I think so often we are fed, cut corners and cheaper, faster, quicker, but at the cost of humanity, we are doing these things in the name of profit. And so I'm very curious, how do you balance the people and the profit in making sure you still have a well-run company? Because I know that's what people are going to say, oh, you're not going to earn any money. No, that's not
Yeah,
true.
right, right, right,
So,
right.
how are you earning money in the fashion industry going against the tide?
Okay. That's a very great question. I'm gonna come on that, definitely. But before that, let me just say something. Why I put human beings over the environment? There's a thing. Because there's one saying that I always say in my webisodes,
Yes,
and I'm gonna say it again here.
do it.
The world is not going anywhere,
Yeah,
but we are.
we are. That's right.
If if humanity vanished from the planet right now at this second, I would say in the next few years, the earth gonna heal itself and get back to normal.
Yep.
That's as simple it is. So the earth will gonna heal itself, and if we're pushing its limits, it gonna harm us, not the planet. The planet is here from billions of years. It got the 10 kilometers steroids and whatever volcano, earthquakes, continents breaking, ice age. It survives us all.
Yeah,
We are the one who gonna vanish.
yeah. That's so
So
good.
right. Okay. So the question they just asked.
Yeah.
Um, before I answer that too, I wanted to praise you for a second because I'm gonna answer some of the things that we discussed in our ZAY SHEEN webisodes,
Yeah.
and you actually explained that how the factories or the companies can earn money by having sustainable practices.
Mhm.
Remember that? Of course.
Of course.
And of course, I didn't know that too before, but you said that and I thought of it and I still can remember it because that's so true. With all the practices, if you're with the solar thing, with your spacing, with, there are a ton of other things that you could do.
Yeah.
But for I'm gonna also say that for me it's about redefining what profit really means
Oh, good.
in that. Okay. So at Zayshin, we focus on a long-term value instead of short-term gain. I'm going to talk about my company.
Yes.
So when you invest in quality materials, fair labor, and ethical productions, your products last longer.
Yes.
Your consumers trust you more. They're
Yes.
going to come back to you.
Yes.
And that loyalty becomes your real profit.
Yes.
That's the thing. I mean, I actually thought of that to wear that shirt, but I have a t-shirt that I made in 2020. I still have that. I still wear that, and there is no color fade. There is no stitching out. There is no the ink, the sustainable ink that we have on the top
Yeah.
is fade or, by the washes. I believe I washed that more than 300 times in the past 5 years, or maybe
That's
more
awesome.
than that, or maybe less than that. I mean, you shouldn't be washing your clothes too often too. That's another thing. So,
I actually
uh,
heard that. I did. Because I was talking to another lady and she said, "Do you know how clothing used to last so long is they would spot clean. They would not actually put it in a machine,
yeah,
and if they did have to hand wash it, they knew to handle everything with care, whereas the machines don't care about our clothes."
right.
And it all ends up in the filters, in the lint filter, it ends up in the system, your house
Gosh.
catches on fire because 'cause you've got it in the dryer, and it's synthetic, and it's, combustible, and so, I mean,
And of
just
course,
go on.
if you're washing something petroleum, that's another
Yes,
thing. All
yes,
the microplastics,
are going inside the water system, that's right.
water system, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So what I was saying.
You said profit is the loyalty. That's what you were
Oh,
saying.
yes, okay. So, yeah, so we were talking about our company's operation. So we keep our operations lean, collaborate with small artisans, handmade products, which is one-on-one, and they're not producing as a big volume of waste like the other companies does, you know? And produce in limited quantities to avoid waste, as I just said. It's not about making the most, it's about making it right and building a brand that stands out for something meaningful.
Yeah, that's so
It's
good.
it's that simple. You don't have to be complicated. But there is one word, which is intentions.
Yes.
If your intentions are to make profits, you're going to focus on that. You're not going to care what you're providing, what people think about you. You're just going to sell them. They have an issue with the product. They sent you an email. They called you or whatever it is. You don't pick up, and that's it. You got your profit, and hello, goodbye. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not a business. That's a scam.
Ooh. You just
That's a
ruffled
scam.
somebody's that's a pyramid scheme. Oh my goodness.
So if you're
Oh,
running a business,
yes.
that's whole another thing. It's not something that, you come up, I want to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to start my business and yeah, let's go. No. The next thing, boom.
Yes.
So that's about business, but if you're putting the profits first, you're not going to last longer. Even if you're not in the sustainable industry, you're some in tech industry, you're in whatever industry you are in, if you
Yeah.
put profits first, you're not going to end up going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the rule of the business. You would have to provide the value. And if you're providing a good value if you're in the clothing industry, I would say, if you're providing a good value with a good product, they're going to last long. And that's it.
That's it.
Actually, there's one more thing. I'm actually working on one thing to put on our website. It's an indicator of I forgot what it actually calls, but it's a calculator. Like if you're buying a T-shirt for $10, you're gonna wear that for 2 times or 5 times or six
The
times
ROI
the
calculator.
ROIs.
Yes,
And
yes.
the shirt I made 5 years ago,
Yes.
that was I think I don't know, that cost me like 40, 50 something. And if you wear that for more than 600, 700 times, just calculate the ROI.
Yeah. It's cheaper than the fast fashion. It's
It's
cheaper than the
free.
fast fashion. It's right. It's negligible, right? Um, I think about this shirt right here that I've got on, 100% cotton. And I don't know, since I bought it, I've probably worn it 20 times.
Huh?
I intend to, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Like, I intend to wear this shirt unless I have a significant weight change. I'm going to be wearing this shirt for many years because I'm going to protect the shirt. I'm going to do what it needs to be done. Um, but I just really think it's indicative of where we are in a society when we are so comfortable with acting like there is this imaginary surplus of access to everything. And I think we have to start dialing back to say, okay, well, what is surplus costing us? What is having things fast? Nothing that's fast is ever good,
Right. You can
right?
see fast
Fast,
fashion,
fast,
fast
fast
food,
food, fast anything, microwave, like
fast
nothing done
social
fast.
media.
I know.
Fast social media, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest.
It's not good. Nothing
They're
fast
ruining
is
this.
done well. It's ruining everything in society, and if we can do just our one part, right? Um, I was talking to one of my friends, and she wants to do a closet overhaul, and I told her I would help her, but what do
Mm.
you say to the person? Maybe they have a closet full of fast fashion. What do they do with that? I know I've got my opinions. I'm like, "Don't throw it away." Like, but what
Okay.
do they do with it?
So here it is. It is a time to do confessions.
Okay.
Okay. So myself,
Uh-huh.
if you go to my closet,
Yes.
you will find at least 25 to 30% plastic because I already had that.
Yes.
It's not something that I bought new. I already had that. If I throw it away, that's wrong. If you throw things away, even if that's a cotton t-shirt, even that's a biodegradable t-shirt, even that's something which is sustainability, ethically, with love, with respect, with everything that the thing made, if you throw that away, it's wrong, right? So if you have a full of closet with the fast fashion, you can start by re-wearing them. If something needs to be repaired, repair them or repurpose what you have. I had so many guests on the webisodes who are the stylist who
Yep.
actually helps people to shop their closet.
Yep.
Not shop thrift store, not
Shop your
shop
closet.
anything else. Shop your closet because even as a brand owner, I say please do not buy from me because everything that you need is already in your closet. Just you
So
know,
open it up.
open it up, whatever it is, and
Yes.
see you got everything that you need. You
Yeah.
know, but if something doesn't fit your style, or you think that I bought this, but I don't feel like wearing, I can't throw it out too. What should I do? I can't keep it in my closet too. Then donate it, but don't donate it in the box that you have it across the street. That's a scam too.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, not always,
Not always.
but that's a scam too,
Yes.
because that's also gonna going end up into the landfills.
Yeah.
Or the other best options is clothes swapping. Do it
I
with a
love
friend.
I
You
love
know?
clothes swapping, and there are so many clothes swapping apps now.
Yeah.
My goodness. Or Facebook Marketplace, not that I mean, Facebook aside, like Facebook Marketplace or those sorts of things
Uh-huh.
where you can do the clothing exchange.
Yes.
Um, yeah, one of my girlfriends is a stylist, and I remember she said people only wear something like 30% of the clothes that they actually own.
Yeah. Right. 30%. That's the number.
That's
That's the
and I was
number.
just like, what about that other 70%? Shop your closet first. And so, yeah,
To
we will
show
closet
off.
shop.
To show off.
You forgot you owned it because you pushed it to the back of the closet to
Yes.
put something new in there. And I think it's like right, it's the dopamine hit. Oh, I got something new. So go get your dopamine hit and go back in your closet. Remember why you
Yes.
bought this thing in the first place.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
interesting.
But so that's one thing. If you don't can't wear it, or if you don't want to wear it, donate it, swap it. Um, just get it. If it's a good piece, do something about it. Just don't throw
Something.
it out, please.
Yeah.
The next thing, and if you're going to buy a new piece, just be intentional.
Yeah.
Choose quality over quantity. Buy something timeless. not a shiny piece with logos and all that that you can't wear something when you're going to the church or you're going to the mosque or you're going to the temple or you're going somewhere funeral. You
Yes.
there are so many occasions. I don't know why I say these, but
Versatile pieces. We want to make them versatile.
right. So buy something
Saying.
that like I'm wearing right now. See,
Yes.
of course it has a Ralph Lauren logo, but
Yeah.
I can almost wear this piece
Anywhere.
anywhere in the
Yeah.
world. Almost any occasion if I don't choose to be more fancier than
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This shirt
And
has gone to the store, to church.
yeah,
I would probably wear it to a funeral with a jacket. It's date night. Oh, yes. Pick versatile pieces. I like that.
even with the right now
Um,
I'm wearing universal black pant and it
that's
can
it.
go anywhere, you know. With
That's
this
it.
podcast, with if I have to go out right now, I can just, walk like this. So
Yeah.
at the end of it, the goal isn't to be a perfect overnight
Correct.
because you can't.
Right.
I am not.
I am not either. I still own fast fashion pieces from years ago that
Okay.
I have continued to mend.
Mm-hmm.
Pieces that were gifted to me from other people, and they just right like they didn't know. And so what am I gonna do? Throw it away? No, I'll keep it, I'll wear it, I'll use it, I'll recycle it. Um, and then the other thing that I've started doing is zero waste sewing because I love
Yes.
making my own clothes. And so even educating people about zero waste sewing, I think is really important also. Like you can make your own clothes. Like it's okay.
Actually, I want to say try it.
Try
So
making that's
you'll
a good
know.
call out.
Try it. I dare you. Try it. Try to make it. Try to make a dress. Try to make a chicken curry shirt that you're wearing right now. Try to
Yes.
sew it.
Yes.
You will know how much time and resources it does take, and your brain cells
I was gonna say, and thought, like,
and
sewing is
thoughts.
math.
As I said, brain cells. That's your racing on the fast fashion platform.
That's it.
So do something good
Yeah,
with that, you
I
know?
love that.
And of course, over time, you're gonna get good. It's like a practice that you do in your daily life, and you get better.
Yeah, but I think you'll have an appreciation for when you go out and buy those
Oh, yes.
clothings.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
I don't I don't argue about price anymore, like, whatever the price is of the clothing, like, that's the price,
Hmm.
and it probably should cost more. Like, whatever that
Mm.
price is, I think, gosh, it probably should cost more because I know how long it takes me to make a shirt or a
Yeah.
dress or a
Yeah.
pair of
Right.
pants.
And actually, when you buy something for that amount of money, you're gonna take care of
You
that.
could take care of it so much better. Yes, it doesn't end up in the laundry
Even
pile or the floor.
right. And one more thing, one more
Yeah,
myth that I want to bust,
yeah,
which people often think that if I'm buying for a sustainable and ethical brand, it's just gonna last long, which is true. But after you buy that, or even if you have the piece, now it is your role to keep it
yes,
as it should be to last longer.
absolutely.
You would have to watch the how to wash that, how to take care of it, if you would need to iron that or not, or whatever the thing. Just
Read the label.
read
Yeah,
the labels,
read the labels.
or just take care of the things because that would help that thing to last longer.
Yeah,
And there's Sybil, one more thing. I don't know if that's related to it or not, but that's something in me.
yeah,
So when I started the construction work, I was sitting on a chair, and there was a big table where they used to cut all the woods and all that. So I put my feet on that like this,
yeah,
and I was sitting like a boss and all that. So because there was no one there, and then suddenly the boss walked in, and he didn't he did get mad to me, not because I was sitting like a boss. He got mad to me because I put my foot on that
On the
table,
desk.
which, so what their thought process was or is, that table or whatever the thing is, we should respect that because that thing is bringing us money. That
Yeah.
thing is helping us to do some of our work if it's not bringing us money. So we should respect it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not just limited to that table or the people. We should respect everything like my laptop
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
I know I spent it's my girlfriend, my laptop. So because I don't have anyone else, this
That's the
laptop
girl then.
I spend the more time with. And do I keep it clean? Yes, of
Yes.
course. Do I take care of it? Of course I do. Why? It's not a human being. It's not my actual girlfriend that I would have to take care of, but it is something that I would have to show respect to. It's just something from inside. I try to explain it to some people
Yeah.
before, but it doesn't make sense to them. But for me, I think it does make sense.
I think it does.
You would you
We
it
value what we respect.
yes.
Yes.
It's not just something if that's a living being, you should respect that. It's for everything.
Yeah.
Even the chair that I'm sitting right now, I respect this chair.
Yes.
The table, the plant that I have here, the
Yeah.
light, I respect that. I'm gonna take care of it.
Yeah. So
So
good.
that's one thing too.
So good.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I almost feel like I need a part two because this is, I mean,
Really? How
obviously,
long does they pass? It's 42 minutes. Okay, so your
I
average one is
know.
like half an hour.
Yes.
And you told me it's gonna be for 20 minutes.
I know, and then I was like, "Okay, we're going to 30." But I feel like we might need a part 2 because I think it's so
Oh my God.
important that people are educated and informed and have access to the right kind of information and the right kind of tools so that they can make better decisions. Um, but I did wanna ask one final question before we
Please.
wrap up because this has been
No, it is my pleasure,
amazing,
Sybil. I
amazing,
mean,
amazing.
before you ask me that question,
Yeah.
I actually been invited in some of the other podcasts,
Uh-huh.
and I put them on hold
Really?
just because of this one. I said I am totally busy with all the podcasts, with all the guests. I can make it. I promise. I mean, I didn't say I promise. I don't do promises,
I don't
but
do
I said,
promises. That's right.
yeah, I don't do promises. I said, if you believe me, just believe me. I don't do promises.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm totally busy. I mean, I can't do that. And, whatever it is. So I said, let me do this first because I remember the episode that we had. It,
Yeah.
it was so much fun. It was so much with the information, with the buckets, with the big truck of information that you pour in that. And I did learn a lot of them, the things from that. And I said, yeah, if I'm gonna start with something great. So no,
Thank you.
it's true. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Sybil.
you.
Because the amount of information that you have, I'm nowhere near that.
That's okay. You've got time.
Okay, okay. Well, she acknowledges that. So, see, I
You've got
told you.
time. I've
Yeah.
been doing this just a little bit longer than you. Like you've got plenty of
No,
time.
no.
That's the only
You,
difference.
I said it before on our episodes or maybe behind the scenes. I'm going to say it again.
Yes.
You are the diamonds of our industry because the amount of work that you put in, the criticism of being first in the industry that you have seen, with the questions with the people that they come up with because they don't go nowhere else to get the answers but you, and you have to face all that. it's just awesome. I don't have to face all that. I already have the platform that you or the other sustainable advocates I have totally respect for did the work. And I just feel so lucky. I mean, I'm a lucky man. I'm always happy. I'm always blessed. I'm so lucky with everything. It's just a positive attitude that I have, I think. But otherwise, if I think of negative things, there are tons of, but keep it aside. So, but the things that you did, it's just amazing. I don't have to face that or starting something new with those difficulties or where to go, where to get the information or something. If I have any questions, I have Sybil's number. I can just
That's
call her.
right.
Hey, Sybil,
That's
I
right.
got this criticism. Can you help me with this? You
Absolutely.
got no one, you know? So I'm so lucky for
Thank
this.
you.
It is my
Thank you.
pleasure
Thank you.
in
My
reality.
goodness. Now I forgot what my last question was. Do you see how this works? Do you see how this works? You know what? It's okay.
No,
I
I just wanted to
do
say it out,
thank
because
you.
that's the truth. That's the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How can the listeners, the audience, learn more about your amazing products?
My God. I would have to learn about those too. In a good way, because we're doing so much amazing work.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't even know what we're doing.
My
So,
goodness. Where
but
should they
anyway,
start? The
okay.
website, is that where they start?
Of course, they can connect with us on,
Okay.
first of all, to our Instagram.
Yes.
We have ZAY SHEEN underscore is a brand. Then we have ZAY SHEEN webisodes underscore. Thanks to Instagram, they always block my first account. That way I have to put underscore in
Underscore.
every username. So I would have to set a meeting with Zuck later on in the future for this.
That's right.
Um, but yeah, you can find us there. Otherwise, visit our website, zayshin.com. Um, we, I love collaborating with people. I love interacting with people. And especially the people who share our values, which is sustainability and, this industry. I'm just open anytime, 24 hours, as maybe I said it to you before too. Anytime, anything that I could do for this industry, I'm on. Don't ask me to. Just send me, hey, Tafreed, we have this project. We need to do something. Okay, let's do that. Any way that I could help to build the awareness, reach out to the people, connect with the people, go anywhere. If I could do that, if it's in my power, I'll definitely do that.
It's amazing.
Also, whether it's through partnerships, sustainability projects, or creating campaigns, or there are a ton of other things. So, also everything that we do is built around on the idea of elegance lives in every thread. And we want to inspire people to wear their values with pride. You
That's
should be
awesome.
feel confident and comfortable in what you wear, even you're wearing that shirt, that dress, or whatever it is, the pants is like 10 years old, 20 years old. People say, "Oh, you are out fashioned." Who
Who
cares?
cares?
They they are not the one carrying that. You are wearing that and you're feeling comfortable and confident, and that's it. That's all that matters. You don't have to follow that halls, or you don't have to follow that fast fashion thing, because that doesn't matter.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I just want to say thank you again so much for your time. Thank you again for your work. This is such a powerful, amazing work. Y'all, it is Zay Sheen. That is ZAYSHEEN, ZaySheen.com. You've been listening to another episode of Experience the Edge with Sybil, and stay tuned after this.
Bye bye.